Getting the CompTIA trifecta, the A+, the Network Plus, and the Security Plus can feel overwhelming. Most people think that you need expensive courses or months of memorization, but I want to break down exactly how I passed all three of them using a simple structured system combining free resources. The resources that I used were Exam Compass practice exams, as well as Anki flashcards. Anki is a spaced repetition software where you can compile your notes and study them over the long term to integrate the information efficiently. I also did hands-on labs in Oracle VirtualBox and Cisco Packet Tracer. Another useful tip and tool is Google Gemini. You should force yourself to understand the concepts through explaining them and teaching them to somebody else, which you can do very efficiently using Gemini. This is not about studying harder, it's about studying more efficiently and more actively. So let's break down the study method. The mindset that you should have when you're studying is that the worst thing you can do is study passively. You have many people that watch videos, they attend lectures, and they read and they feel as if they understand a lot, but they fail whenever they see real questions. So you should flip that approach and have these standards for your studies. These three tests should be passed. Number one is, can you explain it simply? Number two is, can you pass a quiz over the material? Number three is, can you apply these concepts hands-on in a lab or a project? If the answer is no, then don't move on from that concept until you can. That alone changes a lot. One of the main tools that I used for studying was Exam Compass, which is a free website online which covers the CompTIA trifecta materials. I took a study exam every day and practiced the questions. I would do it by taking it one time every day. And I would take it with no preparation, no other resources, and without looking anything up. And anything that I got wrong, I would just compile into my Anki deck or my flashcards or Notion. And after that, then you go through the rest of the process explaining why you got them wrong until you understand them very well. This also helped me understand how CompTIA actually asks you questions, not just the content, because they ask things in a pretty specific way, and it's good to get used to that with the Exam Compass practice exams. The next part was Anki. Review is very important, and Anki is a great tool to do it and is also free. It uses active recall and spaced repetition software to efficiently integrate information in your memory over the long term. I use this for ports and protocols, acronyms, subnetting, security concepts, troubleshooting methodology, and commands. The key is consistency. Even 20 to 30 minutes a day can make a huge difference in how well you understand things and how well you memorize everything. If I missed a card, I would come back to it later until I knew it automatically. That's what makes Anki very powerful. It focuses on long-term memory and retaining the information for a very long time, not just cramming the information. The next part of the study method is taking a lot of labs. Labs is where everything starts to make sense. I would use tools like Packet Tracer and virtual environments like VMware or VirtualBox to actually apply what I was learning, and this gives you much more hands-on experience. It shows you what it will really be like to solve those problems. For example, some labs that you can do is building an enterprise network from zero. You can configure a firewall, configure VLANs, set up routers, test connectivity with troubleshooting commands, and break things on purpose and figure out how to fix them. This is where your knowledge will turn into skill. If you can't do it in a lab, you won't truly understand it. The next part is explaining. The Feynman technique is a very powerful learning tool, which says teaching and explaining a concept in depth to somebody in a simple way is an efficient way to consolidate information and learn new concepts. Especially with AI nowadays, you always have a tutor in your pocket, and you can always be doing this. Anytime you get some free time, you can explain the concepts to it, take some Anki cards, do some review, practice exams, and you can have it critique your explanations and your answers to its questions until it's perfect, and you can develop a very, very good scrutinized experience and understanding of a concept. An efficient study routine is using about 30 to 60 minutes every day to review and do Anki flashcards. You can do one practice exam per day or however many you like. I usually just did one with about 40 practice questions. And I would do one lab or one project that interested me every day. I would also explain one concept every day until you can explain it perfectly. Here are also some more AI prompts to help you guys out with your studies. These I use a lot, definitely, especially these scenario-based questions. These are very useful because it'll train your actual intuition and your ability to troubleshoot methodically and kind of get to figure out exactly what you're looking at, like what layer of problems it could be, if it's physical, if it's a problem of a network layer, so on and so forth. In conclusion, if I had to simplify everything, it would just come down to this. You need to do active recall. You can use Anki or Quizlet for that. You need to practice questions a lot and do exams very frequently. So you can do Exam Compass. You can buy exams on Udemy. I kind of did both of them, but I think Exam Compass is the best free option out there. Also, I would do hands-on labs. Both Oracle and Cisco Packet Tracer, as well as GNS3, are all free, and they're great resources. So it's really a great tool you can use. You can make a virtual home network on Oracle Box, and that's a very great learning tool. Also, as I was saying, teach concepts out loud. Try and teach concepts to other people. Try and explain it in a very detailed way so you get everything correct. Have AI critique your answers, and do this very frequently. And you should always be searching out your weaknesses and documenting them so that you can hit them harder and study specifically what will give you the most return on your time invested. That combination and that study method is what got me through all these 3 certifications. If you're studying for the trifecta or one of those certifications right now, then don't overcomplicate it. You don't need perfect resources. You don't need expensive resources. You just need an efficient system that will integrate the information efficiently and be conducive to long-term understanding. I'd like to thank everybody for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.